name is Leslie Williams, and today's date is January 21st, 2012, and I'm in San Diego, California. This file is going to be in direct reference to multiple subjects, or multiple flashpoints in reference to information that is 100% pertinent to what's happening towards me in San Diego, California. Now, what I'm going to show you right now is I'm going to verbalize to you the names of the police officers that are known to be involved in this, and a couple police reports, numbers, in reference to they're going to be two separate police incident reports, one each attached to the August 17th, 2011 attack at a bus stop on Rosecrans and Nimitz Road, and then a second incident report and report number that were directly attached to the October 10th, 2011 brutal assault on an MTS bus. In reference to, and that also is the assault that took place on that bus is in reference to the same, it's in reference to the video MTS sent me that was altered in relation to that assault. Okay, an individual by the name of Barney Olson. He's a detective sergeant at the Eastern Investigations Police Department for the city of San Diego, is 100% involved in this expedition. He will deny it through his teeth, and he will lie and discredit me by probably calling me crazy, because that's actually literally a part of gang stalking expeditions. Okay, any type of mental disorder or mental label that they can put on you, or any type of label they can put on you that describes you as a social deviant, they will do, because this is part of their tactics and schemes of how they operate. Literally. Go to Google and YouTube and type in gang stalking, you'll understand what I'm saying. This right here is this card. Barney Olson. Okay? That's just a detective that they brought out when they were trying to keep telling me that Laura Zizzo was not available. This is Laura Zizzo's card. She was the detective that was initially assigned to the brutal assault that happened on the MTS bus. This is the detective that flat out lied right to my face on like you would not believe, on October 20th, 2012, in reference to the assault that took place towards me on the bus. This is her card right here. She also works for the Eastern Division San Diego Police Department. These are three separate names, okay? Now, the Lieutenant Stewart at this time is not a known person who engages in gang stalking expeditions, but I want to tell you something right now. He is the boss of Sergeant Pete Zajda. You spell his name, I guess Pete would stand for Peter, and his last name is spelled Z-A-J-D-A. He is a sergeant that came out and was extremely rude to me in reference to me attempting to report that I was a target of gang stalking when I went down there on August 18th, 2011 at the San Diego Eastern Division of the Police Department the day after I was brutally assaulted at a bus stop on August 17th. I went down and tried to make a report about being a target of gang stalking on August 18th, the next day, and I talked to an officer, Al Baylor. His badge number is 5569. When I seen he was doing nothing but talking me in circles, which is a tactic they do, he offered to let me speak to his boss. They knew I was going there. Through the stalking, you know everywhere a target's going, and that's flat out right on the front of www.gangstalkingworld.com that a target is surveilled and monitored 24/7 and everywhere they go. Sergeant Pete Z-A-J-D-A was the individual that came out and got me to again have to repeat again in a circular fashion everything that I was going through, and every time I tried to explain it to him, he kept interrupting me with statements. I tried to then at that time would get back to what I was initially describing, and then he would literally accuse me of interrupting him. He was a known player in this. Sergeant Pete Zajda was extremely rude to me on the day of August 18, 2011, when I went down to make a police report about being a target of gang stalking. He was not only extremely rude to me, his demeanor was 100% taunting and intimidating, 100%. And he also refused to take a police report, and so did Officer Al Baylor. His badge number again is 5569. And then at the time that Sergeant Pete Zajda declined to take a police report after me requesting it 4 times, on top of me handing him literature showing that gang stalking flat out exists, and that there's organizations online that advocate for it, he still wouldn't take a police report. I then asked him what his boss's name was, and he told me it was Lieutenant Stewart. Alright, Now the incident numbers in reference to the October 11th assault is incident number 17. October 10th, 2011 assault is incident number 17966. Report number that is attached to it is 110-39820. And as far as the incident report, I don't know the report number yet, but I do have an incident report number in reference to the August 17th attack is 1108003191. And I guarantee you this right now, fellow American citizens and fellow San Diegoans, I have not gotten a copy of those police reports yet, or those police incident reports yet, in reference to those both occasions that I was assaulted brutally. But I guarantee you this, when I get them, I bet you $10 they're going to have detrimental statements about me, and I bet you they're going to have extremely small information in there concerning the attack. Both attacks, and any statement they make in reference to the attacks will definitely be minimized. The San Diego police are directly involved in this expedition, 100%. They were actively and physically and directly involved in it. In 2006, when I was here for 39 days, either 34, it's between 34 and 39 days. This right here is it's written on a piece of paper of a Kathy Garcia. Her phone number is 531-40440. She works in the DA's office down at the Halls of Justice. She was the individual I went and saw on October 7th, 2011 in the early afternoon hours. It was right before noon. I told her I was a target of human trafficking, and I knew the San Diego police were directly attached to it, that the fire department was harassing me. I attempted to hand her a manifesto of an actual gang stalker, along with other pertinent information that clearly described that even journalists were talking about how fire department personnel are engaged in gang stalking. And I went on to also tell her about how the manifesto clearly states police officers and fire departments engage in gang stalking activity. It's a manifesto of an actual gang stalker who went offline, typed in who they are, who they're connected to, what they're about, and how they operate. He then downloaded it to an external flash drive, went to an internet cafe, and posted it online. This is the handwritten paper that Kathy Garcia wrote her name, her number, and the fact that she works in the DA's office. I went and saw her and described these things to her on October 7th, 2011. That was a Friday afternoon. Early Monday morning, I was brutally assaulted on the MTS bus, the very bus route I told her I'd take, and I also told her I'd be coming back on Tuesday morning. Do the math. Okay, you can clearly see her name is Kathy Garcia. That's the phone number she wrote down, and that's the DA's office name that she wrote down. She also directed me to go to Internal Affairs on October 7, 2011. Like I was really going to trust that situation. Any place that somebody who had me assaulted directs me to, I don't think so. And they were directly involved in it, make no mistake about it. She literally even threatened me through a veiled threat that my identity was going to be stolen as far as identity theft. Now, what else was I going to say? Oh, I emailed the Internal Affairs and got no email reply back from them. 2 days ago, I sent a copy of a, 2 days ago, I contacted the FBI through the FBI webpage here in San Diego. I created a Gmail account and then created a YouTube account and downloaded both of the videos, excuse me please, that MTS sent me. I took a video picture of the video and sent it to the FBI. I have not heard from them. I have not heard from multiple lawyers that I have contacted, civic organizations that I have contacted, newspapers that I have contacted, news stations that I have contacted. This is almost mind-boggling. All of my internet communications are being surveilled and intercepted. My cell phone is hacked, and I can't get no help in reference to how my communications are directly and deliberately being infiltrated and stopped, including fake email replies, and they're even sending emails in my name. I'm going to show you a picture here of me, and what I noticed in this picture, okay, is look at my nose, how red it is, and look at my mouth area, above my mouth and my chin. Look at it. Now this is not a good picture, Okay, if you were to see this right in front of your face right now, you would definitely be able to see that my nose is a lot redder, and so is all this area right here in my mouth and my chin. 100% practically pitch red. Go online right now and research how people's animals and people's mouths and face are directly red from as a result of them experiencing the directed energy weapons and the electronic transmissions that are perpetrated towards a target in a geographical location as a result of the electronic harassment that is heard by a target. Now, if you thoroughly research the directed energy weapons to gang stalking, you will run across pictures of animals having the same exact manipulations on their nose and all over their mouth, as well as human beings, and also other body parts of human beings, as far as their face and their body parts having the same type of redness. And that's what I was experiencing here in California in a different calendar year. My name is Leslie Williams. I am a target, a victim, and an activist of gang stalking, electronic harassment, remote neural monitoring, influencing, and stimulating. And the government and the prosecutor's office, DA's office, police officers, social services, county mental health, doctors in hospitals, and even social security workers, they will all definitely engage in their campaigns of when and how they're needed in these gang stalking expeditions to discredit me, to try and contain me, to exploit me and my Social Security and my Medicare and to exploit me sexually. And they will do everything and anything they can to discredit me because of what I know and because of what they ultimately want to do to me and the type of environments they want to set me up in. That's why they won't take a police report that I'm being gang stalked, because then it will be on record. So whenever the future things happen, it won't be on record that I'm a target or a victim of this crime. That's the only reason why they're not doing it. If they also make police reports in reference to that I'm experiencing these types of crimes here today in this calendar year, they won't do it because of the simple fact they know that I have saved emails that show me describing that I was a target of gang stalking, even though I wasn't mentioning gang stalking because I didn't know about gang stalking back then, but I was describing what I was experiencing. If you took those descriptions and those details and then went online and cross-referenced them to gang stalking, you would clearly be able to see that what I was describing is gang stalking. So they don't want it and since it was happening at a point in the library here in San Diego, they don't want it a matter of factual record that I am a target of this crime because it will prove the duration of this crime. 2006 and again in 2011 when I came out here for the first time since 2006. I was gang stalked the second I got off the Greyhound bus. I was even gang stalked on the Greyhound bus, which I can prove as well. Okay? That will show the duration of this crime because they had to know I was coming here in order to stalk me on the Greyhound bus and to stalk me once I got out here. Okay? That's why the MTS video is altered. All this gets proved, and it can prove that I was gang stalked back then, and then it will show the duration of the crime because they had to know I was here again in order to gang stalk me here again. That's why they won't document any statements that I am an actual gang stalking target. It will also leave me wide open to be able to sue the Point Loma Library, the City of San Diego, the San Diego Police Department, no role in this, and even now Scripps Mercy Hospital, because of the simple fact they deliberately and directly denied me medical attention in reference to the October 10th, 2011 assault and how I was even gang stalked by doctors and hospital staff over there on the day of the assault. Okay? So this is all about protecting them and their connections and how they're literally attached to these expeditions and how they're attached to the crime as a result of why targets are picked for these expeditions. Human trafficking. My name is Leslie Williams and I am telling you this today. I do not do drugs, I do not engage in any criminal activity whatsoever, I do not drink, I do not sleep around, and I'm not mentally ill in any way, shape, or form. But I guarantee you this right now, the offices and descriptions of employment descriptions that I have mentioned in this video file will use their employment descriptions to discredit me, to contain me, to exploit me, or to at least to contain me, to contain this crime. So it's no longer exposed, okay? And they will attempt to go after me, including when I'm currently periodically hiking it. My name is Leslie Williams, San Diego, California, January 21st, 2012.